The sound quality on this video of the public comment section of the Cobb County School Board meeting work session is not likely to be good. Um, I'm working on getting some better equipment together. So we'll see how this does today. Right now, I've got just a couple of lavalier mics, one of which I put in front of me and the other I have clipped to myself. So I'd appreciate any public comment on whether it's understandable or not, but I am working on getting some equipment together so that after the first of the year, the sound quality is a lot better when I do this. So it will be beginning in about 5 minutes.
It's disabled we will always draw it back in, but I will say for our recording records, we record on it after a 7-day period of time. And so it'll go out Friday, and I will actually record on Monday to see if it has, and then if you want to do another special
I'll be recording these public comments, and then I'll be back here in the evening for the public comments on the evening meeting. I believe it's at 7.
Yeah, you have my email, just send me a message whenever you want to report. Again, we can do it as one big compile after all 3 have gone out. We can do it single week after it's gone, whatever works. But again, so it'll go just in CLS staff. So whatever's in staff, it'll have that. So that's all. Yep, absolutely. Yes, I did. Easy. Awesome. No problem.
There's no problem on my chair. That's my David Banks is all time vice chair. Of course, we heard why.
Got about 3 minutes to go. You're probably able to hear me pretty well, but when the public commenters start, given the nature of this room, it's going to be echoey. I'm evaluating 2 or 3 mics. One of them's directional, and the other's kind of Shure mic. It's used mostly for indoor podcasts, but it's got a more directional ability. It's kind of oblong. So we'll see. I'm going to have to scrape together the funds to purchase the equipment once I figure out how much it's going to cost.
Oh, I had surgery. It's good. It's all good. It was playing. Yeah. No, it was playing. It's fixing.
Presumably, we have about 1 minute to go. It doesn't look like the entire board's here quite yet, though.
And I guess it's better than. Okay, guys, sorry.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome everyone to our December 11th, 2025 School District Work Session. There are 5 of us here. I've heard from Mr. Hutchins. He's running a little bit late. I think Ms. Davis will probably be joining us shortly. So for now, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
The flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Now we'll get ready for public comments. First, I would like to read a statement. This board sets aside 30 minutes of each meeting to allow members of the public to offer public comments directly to the board and superintendent on issues they believe are important to our schools. To maximize the opportunity for the number of people wishing to speak, this is not an interactive process. Board members do not interrupt, respond to, or engage with public commenters. Commenters acknowledge that public comment is not unrestricted. Commenters should be familiar with board policies and rules regarding public comment. They agree they will not raise individual personnel issues before the board or individual student issues. Commenters bear full responsibility for the comments made. They acknowledge the board members will not react, and they agree to follow the chairman's instructions when the chair is enforcing those agreements. The timer will begin automatically when the commenter arrives at the podium. Additionally, to ensure that the views of citizens are not obstructed during the meeting and for safety purposes, only one speaker will be allowed at the podium at a time, with the exception of a parent or guardian accompanying a mic. If you would like to show your support of a speaker, you're welcome to stand in place. I also want to remind everyone in the room that we must keep the center aisle clear. Stand in front of the stanchions, in the center aisle in front of the exit door, or in front of the side exit doors. No disruption to any part of our meeting will be allowed. If you wish to record any portion of someone's public comment or the meeting, you may record from your seat. The board appreciates all of our community members that choose to participate in the public comment section of the board meeting. Ms. Wilcox.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Our first speaker is Jenny Peterson, to be followed by Susanna Roselle. Ms. Roselle, if I'm saying your name wrong, please correct me when you come up. Sorry, it's taking a minute before. No problem. Take your time.
What recourse do voters have when officials are elected using improper campaign donations? The majority of our school board members now have been found involved in such. The post 4 board member did this back in 2021, just last year for post 1 and 7. Hard to believe he didn't know better after 10 years of elections. My new post 5 member also did this in 2024, though perhaps he was distracted litigating $250,000 in missing client funds. I hope he's listening. Now we know 4 of you couldn't meet requirements to be a Girl Scout troop cookie parent. But unless someone up there decides to resign or encourages others to do so, this is the board we'll have next year making decisions about billions of taxpayer dollars. No doubt you started with high aspirations to serve. You can do better, and our students deserve better. Perhaps your own words can help inform what you do in 2026, while 4 of you continue sitting in seats you questionably obtained. Post 7 in 2012 said, like anything you do, you look at what you did and evaluate it. Could I have done this better? Post 1 in 2012 wanted to develop an efficient model to reallocate fiscal resources while maintaining the integrity of the institution and mission. Post 4 in 2010 wanted to develop an to apply Georgia state motto of wisdom, justice, and moderation. And my post 5 member in 2024 opined, my background in taxes and finances easily allows me to understand that a pay-as-you-go approach is responsible. Maybe 2026 will bring actual transparency, no more games with the agenda, and let all elected representatives bring forward issues. Involve the public in evaluating your sole employee, the superintendent. Explain what you're paying Servia's group to do, and don't continue the current vice chairmanship. Absolutely, honestly, I am rooting for you, and I always do, because we citizens have allowed a system in which too much depends on you.
Our next speaker is Susanna Roselle.
Good afternoon. I'm not a public speaker, but I feel like this is necessary. I've learned a lot since school started. I've learned some topics and acronyms like RICO and PPP bailouts and Ponzi's and limitless LLCs and nonprofits, cronyism, and the list goes on. I wish I never had to associate these words with my school board. We know that you know better. We saw it in the chairman's face reading that statement when he's someone who had to return campaign funds himself in 2021. Fine, call parents activists. If it's woke to expect accountability for how our future is shaped and where our tax dollars go, call it whatever you need to. But you cannot say that it's manufactured outrage. There are many receipts and even more stakeholder questions. Who would tout meritocracy, integrity, and trust and then elevate the newest member to vice chair, giving access to influence in our almost $2 billion budget, and at the same time dropping the hammer on discourse? Monthly, we see this majority ice out other members. It's embarrassing and wrong. 1 ounce of due diligence would have shown you someone who profited off of vulnerable people in a predatory way. Someone who has entered into multiple business partnerships with known criminal associates and who records show grew his business during COVID. Predictably, when the heat is on, cue the culture war issues, blame DEI or COVID. It's shameful to distract from moral and financial failings that way. At church and at home, we teach our kids not to lie, cheat, or steal, and to watch what people do, not what they say. We encourage critical thinkers who know if you can't ask questions, someone is tricking you. Good ideas stand up to scrutiny. And the fact that you literally turn off the cameras during public comments says a whole lot. At the minimum, I ask that you not continue the leadership of the current vice chair in a chairmanship come January. He has proven he can't be trusted and doesn't deserve this position of power. All our students and stakeholders deserve better from this board. Thank you.
Mr. Chair, that was our final speaker.
Thank you, Ms. Wilcox.
And that's a wrap.
4, 3, 2.
I always like to do the countdown.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes from the